Hello ICTA students. This lesson, this video, is going to teach you how I've done 3 parts of tabs as review and teaching for you to set tabs, and now this will be your first assignment working with tabs. So this is assignment number 1. Alright, first of all, make sure you have no spacing turned on, and make sure you can see the border that no spacing is turned on. Your show and hide should be turned on. Alright, for this assignment, I want you to key in exercise 1, comma space, and vegetarian, V-E-G-E-T-A-R-I-A-N, and press enter twice. Alright, first thing we want to do is save this. So we want to go to File, Save As, go to Browse. But this time, you're still going to go to your name. Okay, so go find your name, and I'll get to my name. There's my name, and yours should be on the left hand side just like that. Go to ICTA slot 4, check your address bar. Is it up here? And this time we're working in the folder called tabs. So point to the yellow folder, left double click. Now check, does your address bar read your name, ICT slot 4, and tabs? If it does, you're in the correct place. If it doesn't, you are not. Now this one, click in the file name box, and I want you to type your name. So I'm going to type Lee, and today's date, September, you type whatever today's date is, 17, and then it's to be called vegetarian, V-E-G-E-T-A-R-I-A-N. Alright, your hands are on the keyboard, press enter to save it. And now check your title bar, and you see your name, September 17, vegetarian. Alright, so now we're ready to set some tabs. So it says use the ruler to set a left tab at 0.25. Alright, so check your tab marker here. It's an L for left, and now point to 0.25. Remember, this is 0.5, 0.75, 1 inch. This is 0.25. Now change it from left to center and put a center tab at 2.5. Well, here's 2, and that's 2.25, but you want 2.5. And then we want a right tab. So go and change this to right, and you want a right tab at 4.75. So this is 4.25, 4.5, 4.75. And your last tab is a decimal tab. So click here, and you see the upside down T with the dot, and you want it at 5.75. All right, you've set 4 tabs: a left, a right, a left, a center, and a right, and a decimal. All right, now when you go to key in your assignment, you press the tab key once, and see that arrow tells me that you press the tab key. So you're going to type in tofu salad. Now press your tab key and type herbal tea. Press your tab key and type yogurt. And press your tab key and type $8.50, so 8.50. All right, press enter and tab. So note how you go in a horizontal direction. This time type tahini, T-A-H-I-N-I. Press your tab key, type T. Press your tab key, type date squares. And press your tab key and type $12.95, and press enter. Now that's all that we have to type in, and it says when you finish on this blank line here, right here, we want to go back to normal, and remember that means that we want to remove all those tabs. So hold down the Control and Shift, press the letter N for normal. And now you see normal came on, and you see your ruler is clean. Now put your no spacing on and press enter once. So this way you have finished it. You've got everything all organized. Now watch. Do you see here that these are left aligned at 0.25 in a straight line on the left hand side? These words here are centered, okay? Half on the left side of center, half on the right side. These words, yogurt and date squares, are right aligned. You can see the right side is aligned, and the amounts are aligned on the decimal point. So there you see the alignment of each type of tab that you used. All right, now this time the instructions say click or select the two lines. So I'm going to click off so you can see that. When we say select, that means use your white arrow. So click, hold, and drag. Okay, you're selecting two lines. All right, now it says delete the tab stop at 0.25. So watch, I'm going to pull it off. So point to it, drag it down, straight down. And now, do you see that tofu jumped over to the center tab and everything else got squished because you took out the tab? Now, your instructions say click on the white part of the screen to deselect. And now put the insertion point, that's this I-beam here. This is the insertion point in front of the T in tofu salad. All right, do you see the tab here? We don't want it because we deleted it, so we have to take off the tab key. So backspace once. And did it go back to the left-hand margin? Yes, it did. And you see that everything lined up on the tabs. All right, it also says click in front of the T in tahini, that's your insertion point, and press the backspace key. And now we have no tab here. We have the herbal tea and tea on your center tab, yogurt on your right tab, and your numbers on your decimal tab. All right, go Control S to save. Next, what I want to do is we're going to select these two lines. All right, and what we're going to do is adjust the tabs. So take your tab stop here, your decimal tab stop, that's at 5.75. Now drag it to 6. Then take your right tab and drag it to 4.5. So point to the right tab, drag it to 4.5. And your last one, move your center tab to 2.25. And now you see from salad to herbal tea, this T to date squares, and the S here to 12 are all equal between them. And that's your goal, always to have equal space between the longest word in the column. All right, so go Control Home. Go Control Home now. And we want to highlight the heading. So remember, we go Shift End. And we highlight the heading. And first of all, we want to center it. So go Control E. We want to size it up. 1, 2, 3. We also want to bold it. Control B. And we want to italicize it. And also, we want to select a font color. So it doesn't matter what color you want to choose. Any color is good. Oh, let's go to More Colors. Go to More Colors, and here you're in Standard, okay, and choose pink, just for a change. And now I've made it pink. All right, I don't think I was supposed to center this like I did, so go Control L. Remember, that takes it back to the left-hand side. If I went Control R, I'd go to the right-hand side. If I went Control E, I'd go to the center, but I want to go to the left side, so Control L. All right, now go Control S to save. Next, we will put on your headers and footers. So I want to go Control Home, and now we're going to go to Insert, and by now you should know this pretty good, so it shouldn't be anything. Header, blank, and I'm going to type my first and last name. Remove the tab, so drag it down off the ruler, press your tab key, and remember you want to go to page number, current position, accent bar 2. All right, click on Go to Footer. You want to have the path and file name, so Quick Parts, Field, Document Information, File Name, Add to Path. All right, and again, remove that center tab. Drag it off the ruler. press your tab key and you want the date. So we want to go to the date and time, and we want the third date, and say OK. And now shift home, and size it down 1, 2, 3. Now our headers and footers are finished. Click on your red X. If you want to view them, go to View, One Page, and you can see your headers and your footer, and you can see your assignment, first assignment in tabs. All right, let's go back to page width. Now we're going to put a picture in here. So let's go Control End, E-N-D. So you're on this blank paragraph symbol, and we want to go to the internet. So go to your Google Chrome and click on a new tab and Google Images should be here. If not, put in Google Images. And we want to search for yogurt. So we want image of yogurt. All right. And now you're going to take any one that looks good to you. It doesn't matter to me which one that you want to take. All right, so let's go and let's click once on this one with the berries. All right, that looks good. Now remember, we want to right click and copy image. We want to copy this image, so select copy image. All right, go back to Word, click here on the blank paragraph symbol, and we want to go to your Home tab, and you want to click on Paste, and you want to choose Merge Formatting. Now remember, your picture always comes in huge, so click on it, grab a corner handle, and size it right down so that it's a reasonable size for you. And remember, we always use a corner handle. All right, there's our picture. Now we want to make it square. So choose square. Click on this icon, choose square. All right, and we want to go to Format, and we want to choose a picture style for it. So anything that looks good to you is great. All right, so there you go. We've got your first picture of yogurt. All right, next thing now, we want a picture of date squares. So go back to Chrome, and you're going to go back on the back arrow here one more time, and now search for image date squares. And you can choose anything that looks good to you. Doesn't matter which. So I'm going to click on this one, and I'm going to right click and say copy image. All right, and now go to Word, and you're going to, now this time you can right click, same thing, paste options, and choose the merge formatting, and there's your picture. Now what do we want to do? Click on it. We want to make it square, and we want to size it down, okay, so that it's in relation to your other yogurt picture. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to go to Format, and I want you to put a style on it that looks good to you. All right, we're only going to put the two pictures here, so we'll just move them here. Now remember one more thing. Let's click on both of them, and we go to Align and say align their middles, and now say Group, and click on Group, and now you can move them anywhere that you want. And that's it. Take a look, View, One Page, and perfect. Save it, and we'll stop there.